Welcome back to the Big Saturday Show. There's only one thing pet people love more than their pets, and that's talking about them. A new study finds cat and dog owners say about a third of their conversations are about their furry friends. I think that whoever did that poll has no idea what they're talking about, because I think full 60% of the conversation in my household is about our dogs or in some way related to them. And then, of course, it gets even more ridiculous when you expand to other pets. That's Harper right there, back from a great dove hunt, trying to get the products of her hunt. Off of hanging from the tree there. Griff, you spend a lot of time on the road, and when you come home, who's more happy to see you, your dogs or your family?
Well, this guy. I have a beautiful wife, 2 beautiful daughters, and Rascal is on my phone. There's Rascal right there. The research for this talked about, people, there's Rascal sleeping on my leg after I got home from a recent trip to the border. We bond. I cry when I leave and miss him. Every night it's just stuck at the Marriott Spring Hill Suites. The guy next to me is like, "What's this guy crying about?" I'm teasing. But these are Vans. I got specially made Vans with Rascal's face on them. So I wear those with pride. And then my eldest daughter, Madeline, gave me my beer mug or glass with Rascal's picture. So when I go home tomorrow, I will pour a cold beer in that glass and sit down with Rascal. So nice. I'm guilty as charged. And,
okay. I hate to, that's weird. That might actually be a little bit over the top,
I'll help you out. I forgot that I actually have tube socks with Gadsden's face all over them.
See?
And to my credit, they were a gift. So I didn't make them myself, but I do like them and I enjoy them.
So how much of this is because we as a society have become, because we didn't just invent dogs. Dogs have been around, and cats.
Yeah.
Cats, they've been around forever. How much of it is because we've actually become we're losing our minds? How much of it is like social media? Not that the two are not linked.
I don't know. This study talked about how pet owners say that 36% of all of their conversations end up being about their pets, which indicates they're talking to other adults. That's Gadsden right there. In my neighborhood, the people don't talk to each other. They just talk to the neighbor's pet because they don't want to engage with each other. So the dogs will go up to the fence and talk to each other, and the people just will be standing as close as we are, and they won't engage in any discussion.
Do you talk to the dog?
I talk to the dog. This is Gadsden. We were in D.C. this week, actually, and we went to the reflecting pool, which is empty right now. So we got a little jaunt through the reflecting pool. There he is on the couch he's never supposed to be on, but he's there every single day. This was him today when I was leaving. He's clearly unemployed, unlike Harper, who's going after ducks and doves and all those kinds of things. He doesn't really do much but be cute. But yeah, he's an obsession.
So, Kat, I have to say, you have one of the best ideas about what you want to do.
Yeah, so my husband and I, we have a dog. I have a cat.
There you go.
That I've had since I was 21. So that's Carl, our dog. And then this cat, I love this cat. My cat, Sheens, he was a ring bearer in my wedding. The dog was too, but that was his little bow tie. Look at this. He is a feral animal with no redeeming qualities.
From a dumpster, right?
From dumpster adjacent, yeah. And I love him so much. Like, this cat is my June Carter. And I am working, the amount that I won't let him die. He has so many health, no matter how much he wants to.
You do drugs for him.
I give him, he has a daily medication schedule that involves, it runs our lives. And when he does die, which again, I will probably be taking months off to recover, but I'm also going to get him cremated and tattooed into my body.
Oh, wow.
I don't have any tattoos. I told my dad about this. You know what he said?
Huh.
He said, "Catherine, if you love me, please wait until I die."
Have you actually researched this?
Come on.
I researched it. Of course I have.
This is definitely worse than the socks or the
Remade.
You guys are like sock slippers. That's over the top. I'm like, I want to have him in my epidermis.
You're going to inject your cat.
Because I can't imagine. We've been through everything together, me and this cat, and he's going to be turning 13 this year.
Are there people who do that, or do you have to find a special tattoo parlor?
It's like cremation ink. I've done some research.
Wow.
Cremation ink?
Do you do that with your relatives as well?
No, I haven't.
Is it full back tattoo or how?
No, I think it'd be like small, maybe just his name, Cheens. I think a lot of people would understand. No? Okay. I'm sorry.
I just had to think about it.
True love is.
Katie and I are over here going, okay.
If my husband were to die, I wouldn't do this. But Sheens, I mean,
Sheens is a big deal.
he's my June Carter.
Yeah,
I
it's a
understand
big deal.
what Johnny Cash was talking about.
Yeah. Well,
Well,
when I think of Sheens.
I'm glad to know that. And now we're all rooting for Cheese
Is
to
that
live.
weird, by the way? You accuse me of being weird for having
Yeah,
a beer
Charlie.
mug. She's getting the cat.
The socks are over the top.
All right, we got to go.
Hey, Sean Hannity here. Hey, click here to subscribe to Fox News YouTube page and catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis. You will not get it anywhere else.